Sometimes esports can be very cruel. One moment you're on top of the world and the next you don't have a job anymore. And it doesn't matter how great you are. Even the best players in the history of esports have had this experience. Some managed to rise again while others disappeared forever. Today we take a look at the downfall of some of the greatest esports players. Top 5. Kjaerbye. Starting off our list is the youngest player to ever win a trophy at a CSGO major. Kjaerbye. There are players who are praised to the skies even before their first official game, but only a few managed to take home the big win. Kjaerbye was able to prove that he was one of the most promising young players in the world when he won the Atlanta major with Astralis and was even voted MVP of the tournament. A little later in the year, Kjaerbye made the shocking decision to join North, and no one, not even Kjaerbye's Astralis teammates, understood why. In the end, however, the split from Astralis turned out to be the biggest mistake in his career.
He creeps closer, he's got 40 seconds, 3 players. Crush is weak. Oh, there's 3 people faced.
Kjaerbye made a pretty bad decision leaving Astralis. That's one of the worst moves.
Top 4. Kakao. In the early days of League of Legends, few junglers had more hype than Kakao. He was an absolute beast at KT Rolster. At the time, many people thought Kakao was the best jungler in the entire world. He and his team won the championship in the summer of 2014, but failed to qualify for the World Championship in the same season. After Samsung White dominated the 2014 World Championship, China started importing top Korean players and Kakao joined Invictus Gaming, but he never reached the same heights as he did in his home country. Like many top Korean talents, he had a solid income in China, but then didn't achieve much on the server. As fate would have it, Invictus Gaming didn't become a top team until he was gone. Top 3. Sentinels. Top 3 is not just one player, but an entire team. The Sentinels. In 2020 and early 2021, they actually dominated in Valorant and even won their first major international trophy. But unfortunately, the next year didn't really turn out the way the Sentinels envisioned. They didn't adapt to the meta and the roster changes didn't bring the expected results. The Sentinels failed in the first round of Challengers and barely made it to the last chance qualifier where they were kicked out by 100 Thieves. The team didn't participate in a single international event in 2022, and when the org decided to reshape the roster at the end of the year, Shazam learned via Twitter that he would no longer be playing for the Sentinels. To add to all the bad things, the former Sentinels player Sinatra was also accused of abusing his girlfriend at that time, and for that he was suspended from the game for 6 months. An unfortunate ending. Top 2. Dennis. The most important round in CSGO is definitely the pistol round. It helps ensure that your team has enough money for the rest of the half. One player is known to be particularly good in the pistol round. It's the Pistol King Dennis. Through his talent, he won 6 of these in a row with Fnatic in 2016. Dennis and his team were in such a good shape that they won the MLG Columbus Major. But in the quarterfinals, they failed to beat Astralis, which unfortunately turned out to be Dennis' last chance to win a major trophy. Since then, he was bounced around between EU rosters and played alongside some of the greatest players to ever grace the game, although he himself was not always able to perform.
That's just disgusting.
Top 1. Guardian. Guardian is one of the greatest all players in CSGO history. He has won countless titles throughout his career, but one thing has always been missing from his trophy cabinet. Although he has been to the finals of a major 3 times, he has never managed to win one. Every time Na'Vi appeared to be ready to take the trophy, they lost in the deciding match. Even when Guardian joined the FaZe Clan Super Team, he never made it. While he was in the finals with FaZe, they squandered a 15-11 lead and made sure North America got its first and only big major trophy. After that, things were never the same for Guardian. His performance got worse, and even after return to Na'Vi, things just wouldn't work out. He bounced from one tier 2 roster to the next. These days he's not playing actively anymore. Although Guardian has never won a major title, many still consider him one of CSGO's GOATs. Who do you feel sorry for and who just didn't deserve it any other way? Let us know in the comments. As always, we appreciate a like and a subscription. See you next week.